We'll first go to Greg Hunter.
So, Jalen, offensively, you guys struggled the first half, but you were able to get to the line, get a lot of points, had a lead for much of that time. Second half, what was the difference?
I would say we came out with a lot of energy in the first half and in the second, and we were making shots, we were getting stopped, so that it's easy to play with energy when that's happening. But second half, I felt like we just came out flat. They went on a big run, and y'all saw what happened next.
Greg, do you have a follow-up?
Yeah, getting to the foul line, was that something that you guys thought you could take advantage of even when shots weren't falling?
I wouldn't say like that's something we focus on, but I mean that's just kind of how basketball is. If you're not making a shot, if your outside shots aren't falling, you got to try to get something going to the hoop, and a lot of times they're gonna foul you. So that just comes with playing aggressive.
Herzl.
Yeah, Jalen. What were they doing defensively? I mean, obviously you guys didn't shoot very well and didn't. Taz was, completely taken out of the game. What did they do?
I feel like what they did that bothered us. They switched every single action that we ran. So, like Sean, Taz coming off screens, whoever the screener's man is, they just switch out and take that pass away. So they don't have a shot. It's difficult to play against stuff like that.
Was it scouting that they did well? I mean, did they scout you guys well?
Yes, I feel like they did a great job scouting us.
Justin Jackson.
Hey, Jalen. Obviously, you guys made a calling card with the defense, and putting pressure on the other team defensively. Kansas seemed like they were able to kind of break through that and take their game to another level. So does this kind of serve as a wake-up call for what this team is and what it can be?
I feel like it's definitely a wake-up call because we had a good game and people got a little bit too up on themselves. I feel like as a team we kind of got satisfied, and in this league you can't ever do that. You got to bring your best shot every night, and I feel like second half tonight we just didn't bring it. But the good thing about it is we got another opportunity on Tuesday to make it back.
And then if I could ask a follow-up, the job that McCormick did for them, he obviously hasn't had the big monster kind of year that maybe a lot of people expected coming in, but he played. Was that kind of a surprise? I mean, you guys have seen him before.
Yeah, because obviously, as everyone knows, he hasn't really been playing up to his abilities this season, and tonight he did. He's a big, physical, strong dude, so it's difficult, and he's athletic, so he does a lot for them, and he did a lot for them tonight. And he was a big part of their success.
Kevin Kinder.
Jalen, obviously Kansas committed to throwing the ball inside to their bigs in the second half, and those guys have size and reach advantage on you all. What can you do when teams decide to do that to try to battle that? Do you double down more from the outside, ball denial? Because obviously they were able to pin you and get the ball inside.
It's not just the person who's guarding inside. It's the guard, whoever's on the wing with the ball, whoever's guarding him. They got to have good ball pressure so they can't just see and throw the ball straight into the big. It's the big's responsibility to be fronting it, and then it's the opposite side help guys' responsibility to get the lob over top. And I feel like we failed to execute that tonight.
That is kind of the first time I can remember that somebody really committed to doing that this year, though.
Yeah.
That is okay. We've seen what we've got to do and now what we have to fix.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure we'll watch film tomorrow. We got practice tomorrow, and we'll get back to it. Everybody will get some shots up. We didn't shoot the ball too well, but I think we'll fix it and we'll improve.
Mike Tazaza.
Hey, Jalen, speaking of scouting, you all threw the 1-3-1 out there, and it looked like they were prepared for that or just extremely capable. I don't know. What did you see and what worked against a defense that's been good for you guys the small number of times you have used it?
I would say I feel like we just got a little bit too spread in our 1-3-1. Like guys weren't rotating to their spots, and it left a lot of open drives, and then it was a kick to a wide open 3-point shooter. And it's especially out of the zone, it's really hard to get to shooters if you can't contain the dribble penetration. So I feel like we just got to improve on that, and we'll be good.
Okay, that's all the questions we have time for with Jalen. Thank you, Jalen.
Thank you.
We're now joined by West Virginia guard Mailk Curry, Greg Hunter.
So Mailk, obviously you were, going downhill, which you often do, but you got to the line as much as ever. Did you know that that was something you could achieve going in? Was that just part of your thought process, or did it just work out that way?
Honestly, we were getting more calls than I expected, honestly. And I was just, once I got the first call, I just wanted to see how they was going to call the game. And, usually I get downhill. Sometimes they call the foul. Sometimes they don't. But today I was drawing enough contact to where, they had to call the foul.
A quick follow-up to that, Taz obviously didn't have one of his better games. So when that happens, what's that do to your offense?
We just gotta, try to get him good shots, uncontested shots. Usually Taz is gonna make those shots, so that's something that we're not worried about. One bad game doesn't define a player, but he's gonna bounce back next game. So when he's not making shots, we just gotta rely on other guys and just try to run offense and execute offense.
Justin Jackson.
Hey, Mailk, you guys have done your job throughout the season defensively. That's kind of what you guys have built your record on to this point. When Kansas starts getting the runouts and the easy buckets, how much of a shock is that to you guys, and how much does that kind of really take the momentum away from what you had built in the first half?
It's definitely a killer. I mean, when any team is getting easy offensive transition buckets, it's definitely a killer. Like one of the main things on the report for Kansas was to transition defense. And, that's something that we obviously got to get better doing in practice every day. So we just got to get better on that.
And then as a follow-up to the Taz question earlier, did Taz say anything after the game? I mean, would you be surprised if he didn't? Would you be surprised if he didn't bounce back in the next game?
Would I be surprised if he came back?
Yeah, no. Would you be? Did Taz say anything after the game? And then would you be surprised if if he didn't bounce back and have a good game in the next game?
Yeah, he definitely was hard on himself. Taz, he loved the game, so he was definitely hard on himself. We just told him, he got to keep his head up. And one thing about Taz, he's a scorer. He's gonna score the basketball. We need him to score the basketball. So we're not concerned at all about next game. We know that obviously in conference play, they're going to be keyed on him because he scores so much, but, we're going to be home. So he's definitely going to put the ball in the basket.
Kevin Kinder.
Like he looked as confident and in control on the ball, handling the ball, driving in this game. What has that process been like for you this year? Getting better with ball control, protecting it. I think you only had one turnover tonight, and getting to the rim and creating.
It's definitely a good thing. I feel confident. I felt confident as soon as I got in the game. It's a big game, big stage, and I never go into any game thinking I'm gonna play good, thinking I'm gonna play bad. I just want to go out there and provide for the team. And today I got it going, which was a great feeling. But usually I just want to go out and play my game and just try to contribute, help the team win.
Bob Hertzel, do you have a question or are you good?
I'm fine.
Okay, we'll go to Greg Hunter.
Last one for me. You ever been 11-11 or better from the line?
Nah, never. Honestly, I didn't even think I shot that many. I know I shot probably 7, 8. Well, 8 because I shot 2, but 11 for 11. Just got to stay consistent with that one.
Okay, Mailk, that's all the questions we have. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.